Today, I'm going to be covering 10 of the most useful tips and tricks that you can be using in Pokemon Go today. And yes, even if you've been playing the game for a while, I promise you still will learn at least one thing from this video, so be sure to keep watching till the end. Starting off at number 10, did you know that you can favorite your searches? Now you might be wondering what I mean by this, and I'm talking about the searches when you go to search for 3 stars, for hundos, for shadow shinies, anything in that region, and this will give you the ability to not have to type it in every single time, and you can just open your Pokemon and find what you need right away. So looking at your Pokemon, you're going to click on your search icon. If you don't see any recent searches, click see more. I believe they'll pop up then, or just make a search and a recent search will pop up. But all you're going to do to favorite that search will be to hold it down. You'll notice the screen will flicker a little bit. I'm not too sure why it does this. This is just the way that the Pokemon app is. But after it flickers one time, then all you do is exit your Pokemon inventory and then go back in, and you will notice in the search will be your new favorited search. Coming in at number 9, we have the Eevee tricks. Now these are really useful, and you only have one use per Eevee evolution. There is 8 total Eevee evolutions, so that means you will get 8 total name tricks, and they are all different, and they all have different outcomes for the evolution. Now this is something I would say for the higher levels in the 40s, because they do have a challenge where you have to get every single evolution of Eevee, so this would make sure that you can easily get that done and not have to worry about it when the time comes. But if you just encountered a shiny Eevee, I can't blame you for wanting to see the shiny evolution version, being it is roughly a 1 in 500 chance, so it is a pretty cool Pokemon to come across. Now, if you do want to use this trick, all you're going to want to do is go to your Pokemon and find any Eevee that you would like to use. And all you're going to do is rename that Pokemon to one of the following names, depending on which evolution you would like to use. It's going to be Rainer for Vaporeon, Sparky for Jolteon, Pyro for Flareon, Sakura for Espeon, Tameo for Umbreon, Linnea for Leafeon, Rhea for Glaceon, and finally Kira for Sylveon. Now keep in mind, at level 41 you will receive the challenge to evolve Eevee into all of its different types of evolutions before you can level up and progress to level 42. So make sure to keep that in mind when you use these name tricks, but as always, play your own game of Pokemon and have your own fun. We do not judge here. Number 8, we have stacking research task rewards. Now I'm not talking about the Stardust or berries or Pokeballs, any of those types of rewards. I'm talking about the specific Pokemon that you get per reward, and you can actually save them for when there is an event with double catch XP or double catch Stardust, and take advantage of those events a lot more without having to use any space that you would normally put any good Pokemon in. Now to do this trick, all you're going to want to do is go over to your field research tasks, and any that have a Pokemon as the reward, you're just going to want to encounter that Pokemon by clicking on the field research task. And instead of catching that Pokemon, you're going to want to flee. And don't worry, it won't delete the Pokemon. It'll save it and put it at the top of the field research and allow you to collect more research. And you can stack this as much as you want, I believe. There might be a limit, but it's a lot. At number 7, we have gifts. Now, gifts are an aspect that a lot of people don't utilize because they don't either have a lot of friends or they're just in an area where there's not a lot of people to make friends. So there is actually Reddit pages or Facebook pages where you can post your friendship code and gain a lot of friends that way. And one big aspect of the whole gifting is that you earn 3000 XP per new gift that you receive from a brand new friend. Meaning if you open 20 gifts, which is the daily max, you will be able to get 120,000 XP if you use a lucky egg with it, and 60,000 if you just open them normally. So there is 4 big milestones in the friendship levels, and they all give you great XP. It's going to be the good friend, which gives you 3000 XP, great friend, which gives you 10,000 XP, ultra friend, which gives you 50,000 XP, and best friend, which gives you 100,000 XP. And if you use a lucky egg right before you hit ultra or best friends or great or good friends, you can double that XP and get even more. Coming in at number 6, we have the battle leagues. Something a lot of people don't actually know about the battle leagues is that you can actually get a free legendary encounter. Now, to get this legendary encounter, you actually have to get 3 wins and have to be over rank 20, and I believe it is a 4% chance for you to receive this legendary. This is an easy way to obtain your favorite legendary shiny if it's not in the raids, or if you just don't have any passes to do the raids at the time. And another bonus of being ranked 20 is at the end of every season, you get seasonal rewards and you will get a load of Stardust. And if you're good with the Pokemon types and you want to push ranked, you can get to the Legend rank, which is the highest rank, which will give you the chance to encounter Pikachu Libre, which is a very rare Pokemon if you can potentially get lucky and get a shiny version of it. Number 5 is a quick one, and it's going to be reorganizing the tags that you've already made. Some people don't actually know that you can just click and hold on the tags that you have made instead of deleting them and creating them in an order that you would like them in. This will just save that hassle of having to delete all your tags and retagging the Pokemon and recreating those tabs. Number 4 is going to be for Team Rocket, and you can actually stop the Pokemon for around 2 seconds while battling. This can be done by either swapping your Pokemon, or when a Pokemon dies and you put a new one in, the Pokemon that you are fighting will not attack for around 2 seconds, which will save you HP and heals. This can also be a game-changing difference. You never know with Team Rocket. Those 16,000 CP Pokemon can definitely be a pain sometimes, so make sure to keep this in mind when battling Team Rocket. This next tip is actually going to get you a free mythical Pokemon, and that is going to be Melton. You can actually get a mystery box in Pokemon Go, which is required to encounter Melton, and for this you're going to need to connect your Pokemon Go account with the Pokemon Home app and transfer a Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. After transferring a Pokemon, the mystery box will appear automatically in your Pokemon Go inventory, and it will turn into an incense where only Melton will spawn on you for about an hour. And this is actually the only mythical Pokemon in the game that can be traded, so you can get potential good special trades with any friends or nearby people that you play around. And this mystery box has a cooldown of 5 days, so all you have to do is transfer one Pokemon every 5 days. It could even be a trash Pokemon, and it will allow you to unlock that mystery box and catch more Meltons. Number 2 is actually going to be a fast catch trick. Instead of waiting for the animation of the ball to catch the Pokemon that you are trying to catch, you can easily skip this by holding the berry icon and releasing it before you throw the Pokeball, allowing you to flee and quickly go on to the next Pokemon. This is very useful during Community Day or Spotlight Hour when there is a ton of Pokemon that are spawning and you just need to burn through them all. So as you can see, I have a bunch of Pokemon around me, and all I'm going to do is tap on one, hold the berry icon up while I throw the Pokeball, and then let go of the berry, tap my screen, and click the flee button. This will take a little bit to get used to, but as you get used to it, you'll get faster and faster with it, and it really comes in clutch during those community days and spotlight hours. Number 1 is another relatively quick one, and this is on the daily incense. And a tip for using the daily incense is to always walk in a straight line at a steady pace, as the game checks every 30 seconds for movement and if there is enough space for another Pokemon to spawn, and with more spawns you have more chances to receive your legendary birds and potentially get your shinies. That's it for 10 of the most useful tips and tricks in Pokemon Go. Let me know if you learned anything new in the comments below and what you guys would like to see in the future.